Go for it. Tell the people what they want to know. Oh wait, your head's been cut off, hang on. There you go.
Beautiful. Hi. Another couch announcement. I'm going to have a go at the hour record on the 12th of December. I'm going to do it in Manchester. The hour record, for those that don't know, is it's pretty simple. It's in a velodrome. It's from a standing start. It's on a bicycle, and it's as far as you can travel in an hour. I had the record briefly back in 2015 at 52.937 kilometres. That was then surpassed by Sir Bradley Wiggins, and then Victor Campenertz has pushed that up to 55.089 kilometres, which on a 250 metre of track, he effectively lapped me 8.5 times.
Take points in off, I wouldn't mind grabbing some sort of negatives of sort of handbars. So we're scanning today to aid our testing for the skin suits and other overshoes that Alex will be wearing for the record. So the benefit of this is so that we can have basically Alex here while you're away training or whatever else you can be doing. So we can have a 3D model of Alex. We use this piece of kit, which is an Artec Leo, and with a few loops around, we can just capture a full 3D model and have it either in a computer program or print them out in 3D using our 3D printer suite.
I think the bigger thing is why I'm doing the hour record, and there's a couple of reasons, but the main one is haemophilia. I have haemophilia. Haemophilia is a blood clotting disorder whereby my blood doesn't clot without medication, and it's a condition that, like the hour record, is steeped in history, but and like the hour record, has come a long way in a very short space of time. So, sort of 40 years ago, the biggest problems with haemophilia was it was debilitating. You're talking wheelchairs and joint fusions and just general inactivity to avoid risk of internal or external bleeding. And the problems now are inactivity and obesity through a lack of knowledge. So we use, my haemophilia is not something I've jumped up and down about too much because I've not wanted my bike racing to be defined by my haemophilia, but I do want to make a difference. So the hour record serves as a very strong platform to showcase what haemophiliacs can and should be doing now, which is activity, which is being active, which is kind of pushing you, being respectful of the condition still, but sort of pushing your limits and seeing what you can do. So I'll be riding predominantly in kit that supports haemophilia, my own charity, Little Bleeders, and the sort of British haemophilia charity, which is the Haemophilia Society, as well as a couple of other sponsors like Zwift and Muck-Off. So yeah, now the hour record. I mean, last time I did it was roughly 360 watts to travel 52.937 kilometres, and obviously I'm going to need quite a significant lump more power this time round. I'm more probably looking a little bit upwards of 400 watts, I think, which is tough, but it's we think it's doable. I wouldn't be attempting this if I didn't think it was doable, but the mark set by Victor is high.
Yeah, it's not moving like great. It's just kind of a cable. It's going to work better for like a pinch stop.
I'm excited, and for that reason actually as well, I'm excited to see what I can do, because it was frustrating in 2015 to put the work in that I did and then ride much more on the conservative side. I mean, this time round, probably won't be doing things any different in terms of sticking to a strict pacing strategy, which will be roughly sort of 16-second laps. However, it's going to be a lot tougher. So I think in that last 20 minutes, I can decide whether to just stay on pace or whether to try and lift it, or whether I might be really fighting it by that point. So.
Do you want to tell everyone how you said the floor shakes when I walk?
No, the camera, not the floor. Yeah, it's an 8-year-old, like a 10-year-old apartment.
So Alex says to me back in, I don't know when it was, June?
It's been on the back burner for a while. Pre-COVID, it was, when season was cancelled.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what could be good in a season that's cancelled? An hour record, because you only need about 3 people in the velodrome.
Yeah.
And everyone can be distanced.
I was like, that's great, cool, all on board. And then as it's unfolded, and for a long time nothing was happening because pulling together an hour record is...
It was impossible because everything was shut.
Yeah, no one really knew what was happening, and now obviously COVID's not going anywhere, so we sort of know how to live life amidst COVID times. But it got to June, by which point we knew we were pregnant, we knew when the baby was coming.
And I knew I knew there was going to be a grand tour at the end of the year.
Yeah, so you were like, hey, I'm going to do the hour record.
What I'd like to do.
I'd like to do the hour record. I'm thinking of December. I was like, interesting choice. Very, very, very close to when the baby's due.
Early December.
And then...
Well, originally we wanted a week to do it. Like, we wanted to have between the 5th and the 12th, and then depending on atmospheric pressure, pick the day. But UCI rules don't allow that. So we had to, pick a day.
So the day was either the 3rd, I think, or the 12th.
The 5th, yeah. The Saturday or the Saturday, wasn't it? The 5th or the 12th.
And you're like, the 12th. I was like, excellent again. A little bit closer to the due date.
But also by which point we were starting to... Bringing it all together has been really quite... The last hour record attempt, Movistar did a lot. I even broke my collarbone a month out from the original attempt just to really complicate things for them. This time we've very much been doing things ourselves.
The date is, it is very close to when our first child is due. So just fingers crossed, fingers and legs crossed that doesn't happen. All the stress of watching you round the track, and I'm like, oh, it's brought labour on.
Well, it's only an hour though, so labour usually lasts more than an hour. So even if you've gone into it, I'll just get it done and then
get in the car
pop off to the hospital.
Yeah, sneeze and squeeze it out. It's going to be totally fine.
The only thing I wanted to add in, obviously, when we refer to Bradley Wiggins, it's always Sir Bradley Wiggins. I mean, can someone answer what is the Belgian equivalent of Sir? Because I'm pretty sure they would have given it to Victor by now. I wanted to be able to go Lord Victor Kampenaerts or His Royal Highness Victor Kampenaerts, because it just seems right when you're saying Sir Bradley Wiggins.
Just brainstorming. This is what smart people do. They write things down.
Anyway, you'll be seeing a fair bit of us over the next couple of weeks.